We're in it, and this time I think I'm not gonna have any technical difficulties. I probably just cursed myself by saying that, but
just wait. When it comes out, it's not gonna be any video of you.
It's just gonna be a still image, or like me in like 2 FPS. It's like 3 pixels.
It's gonna be one, like, yeah.
All
right. So you want to do the intro?
Yeah. I was gonna do it without acknowledging it. You know,
okay.
upping up the professionalism.
Man.
But the infamous Chili Bowl Mullet Man. Why do you think people thought giants were real? Like, before they could explain what the fuck dinosaurs were, they found giant bones. They're like, holy shit, giant people!
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Huh. I never considered it that way. Man, this guy.
Look at us now. All right. So we're 30 measures in. Welcome back to SpaceShow Remote Part 2. We're in it.
We've never been more in it than right now.
I'm getting a FaceTime right now.
From who?
Ellie.
Oh, what up, Ellie?
Hold on. I'm getting her in here. It's talking about professionalism. Hey.
Speaking of.
Hey, you are live on SpaceShow. Do you have anything to say to the people?
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
No, that's not the question. Okay.
What question?
What do you have to say?
Bye.
Bye.
Good answers.
Well, she already fucked up my video, so remember when I said I wasn't gonna have any hiccups this time?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're back. Okay, this time it's only been a few seconds and we're already recomposing ourselves. Welcome back to SpaceShow. We're here. We are remote. I am not with Eddie right now. Just like last week. Things are not any different. The world is still in flames. Did you see the sky today? Speaking of flames.
Like the Illinois skyline?
I'm just talking about, did you look up at the sky today?
Maybe on accident. I don't know if I did it on purpose today.
You didn't notice anything about it?
I saw the moon yesterday and it was really pretty.
It's not what I asked.
Okay, then no, today I did not look at the sky.
Last night? I meant today!
No, I haven't seen the sky.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. Well, obviously you didn't, but I saw that it seemed like it was sunny and very clear, but the sky was also just gray. And that's actually because of the fires out west.
Really?
Did you? Yeah, you didn't know about that?
No, I knew about the fires. I didn't know it was like affecting us.
Oh yeah, if you see like, especially I don't know how early you are in the morning, but when the sun is low in the atmosphere, the sun looks like it's setting. Like it'll be really like dark orange and red, way more higher up in the atmosphere than it would be, and that's because of all the smoke. Polluting our air. Yeah, crazy stuff. When I was actually out,
insane over there.
When I was just in Denver like 2 weeks ago, and they have some pretty intense fires roaring over there. It was crazy how unbelievably hazy it was, and like to see pictures from like Seattle, it's kind of unreal. You know, there's pictures comparing Fallout 4 and Seattle, and Fallout 4 has better atmosphere, clearer air than we do in America.
That's kind of messed up.
It's kind of a flex, but
we're better than a video game.
We are. We're a lot better than a video game. We're real. We're human.
You said you had a story, or was that your story?
That about does it for this episode of SpaceShow. I do have a story. So last week, do you remember how I was saying I will fucking have a story for this week?
Yeah. You said you'd go break into a house or something?
I didn't. Well, thankfully it didn't come to that. But
okay.
I do have a story. And it's been mentioned on here several times that I go and visit my girlfriend in the capital of Illinois quite often. Well, the people of Springfield are just quirky, all around quirky, and apparently, me and Ellie were driving around. I saw somewhat of a local legend.
Yeah?
Around Springfield. Yeah, he's somewhat of a myth.
O.J. Simpson?
No. Nope, not him. But the infamous Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
Chili Bowl Mullet. Is that like Vernon Supreme? What's going on here?
He's among the same vein, not a political character, but he basically, my understanding is, this guy, he's a big man, like large, tall, overweight. He has a bowl haircut and a mullet in one. So imagine that. Are you imagining this?
Okay.
Use your imagination, close your eyes, do whatever you need to. Yeah, so he has a bowl haircut and a mullet, like long mullet, and he just walks around Springfield, and like people just see him, and like they talk about it, and now he's like got a Facebook page that's like got like 10,000 likes on it. He's just like he just walks around Springfield.
Is he just like a homeless dude or like?
I don't think he's homeless. I think he's just very recognizable, and people were just all about it.
I mean, yeah, I'd be all about it too.
Like, hold on, let me see if I can look up a picture of this guy that we can put in the podcast.
All right.
Chili Bowl Mullet. I mean, on ridiculousness, he's famous.
Oh,
there he is. Yeah, I don't know if you're in a place where you can look him up, but you should look him up.
All right, I'll get my phone out.
He
sounds like a spokesperson for the Church of the Giant Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah, he's like a pastor for this church. So here's a picture.
Haircut man?
Chili Bowl Mullet Man. Here's a picture of him with a quote, and I haven't pre-read this quote, so I don't know what the content of this will be. So in my hometown, there is this man, I believe his name is John, who constantly walks everywhere. He never talks to anyone, and no one really knows him, but he kind of just randomly pops up out of nowhere. I just found a Facebook page made for him. These are some photos people our town took of him, and that's the wrong form of the word "are."
Yep, I found that photo too, and it was in fact the wrong form. This dude does look very recognizable.
This dude, I can't tell if he's 14 or 40. Like,
is this ironic?
That's the thing. Call of Duty Chili Bowl Mullet Warfare.
Like,
so,
it seems like he definitely did it thinking like he looked dope. And then as the years gone on, he kind of realized it was becoming a meme. You think he got that haircut thinking... I don't think his mullet was that long in the past, but I think that like that style was a choice. Where the chili comes into play, I have no clue.
The other thing too is he walks around carrying a chili bowl.
What?
And like just like a random, like when I saw him, he was carrying a bag from Bath and Body Works.
Was there chili?
And
in
I was
it?
just, I don't know. Maybe the bag was filled with chili. Maybe the bag had a bowl filled with chili in it. I'm not really too certain of that, but yeah,
incognito chili.
It's like seeing a unicorn, like seeing Sasquatch. It was really, it took my breath away, quite honestly.
Did you get his autograph?
No, we were just driving by, but like. Yeah, Ellie's lived in Springfield her entire life, so 22 years, and she's only seen him 3 times. And I that was one of the times when she saw him was when I was with him. So I mean, hey, what can you say?
In. Next episode, we're having Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
I'll reach out. I'll put the feelers out there. Maybe if we get enough support, we can get a GoFundMe or like a petition to get Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
A petition. We need a movement.
We need something.
Because I would want to know all about that haircut. Like, was it a choice? Who told you to do this? Was it because like you lost a bet? Wasn't enough Mountain Dew in the fridge or something, and you had to make a bold choice? Like, what's going on here?
I mean, you can tell by the way. I mean, he's kind of like you know what an incel is. Like neck beard, like hanging out in his mom's basement, playing like Doom, League of Legends, all that stuff.
He looks like the human embodiment of Mountain Dew Code Red.
That is probably the best way I could describe him. Is he flying an airplane in this picture?
2004 days.
He looks like he like just came out
Man has
straight
a pilot's license.
There's a picture of him photoshopped over Sasquatch's face.
Okay.
So
maybe they know each other.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably just about like the same amount of popularity in Springfield. You know, fun fact: Ellie's old house is in a Bigfoot documentary.
Really?
Yeah, like dead ass.
Was like Bigfoot a thing in Illinois?
Yes, Bigfoot's a thing worldwide. He's like Pitbull, you know, Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, but
do you think Bigfoot just shaved and became Pitbull?
Actually, he might have just shaved and became Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
Oh shit!
And just kept a few select hairs. Is this a picture of him as a child? It looks like he's always had this haircut.
So it's just on brand for him at this point. He can't cut it.
I don't think he can change at all. Like, this is his life now.
How do you think COVID's treating him? Well, I mean, you just saw him. He still had the haircut.
Yep.
He's still going to the shop.
He looked pretty content. I'm thinking this is a in-house cut. I'm seeing a clip from a YouTube video. Looks like someone could be his mom, auntie, cutting his hair.
Was he wearing a mask?
He was not, but he was socially distanced, away from anybody else.
Okay, I mean that's.
He was just walking down the street. Yeah.
Okay, we can't like make him do it all the time.
No. Do you hear this piano music being played?
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right, some nice, easy listening music for the viewers at home.
Some mood music.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time at good old marching band when we had a new instructor come in who had March Nexus, and one of the section leaders for that year was like freaking out on us, yelling at us for some reason, but this instructor decided to hop on a marimba and start playing some music, like real soft to go with the tone of what was being said. And then the guy or the kid that was freaking out just turns, "What are you playing?" And the guy just looks at him, "Oh, I'm giving you some mood music."
Oh my, that's literally one of my favorite memories from high school, and also one of the first.
That kid was not happy about it. He was about to flip shit if that guy wasn't an instructor.
This kid was just berating us for God knows what. I forget.
I can't even remember why all of us were getting yelled at. I was in the battery. What does it matter to me?
Probably for not taking things like seriously, but at the same time, like in high school, like, do people know how to take things seriously in high school, like properly? I sure as hell didn't.
That's the most mature you get in all of life.
Yeah, I peaked in high school. I'm immature more now than I am when I was then.
Exactly.
I think all my teachers in high school would disagree with that, but I would disagree with that disagreement. But dude, like that, it was going on for like 5 minutes, and he was just like yelling at us, and like it kind of worked because like the kid who was playing the music was like a music student. He was going to a conservatory and was like playing really, really like good stuff to match the tone, and this guy was just berating us, and just like 5 minutes cuts. What are you playing? Mood music.
Did you know that instructor is now a doctor?
A doctor? Like doctor in something, or a medical doctor?
Like he practices medicine.
What?
I believe he is. He's at least like most of the way through. Like he has the white coat.
Wow.
And he might be in like. Wow, what do you do first when you go to a hospital? It's not an internship. Is it a residency? Yeah, he's doing a residency right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's very cool, actually. Well, looks like music school didn't work out for him, but he's on a better.
It was all downhill from that day. Once he got yelled at, he's like, "I can't do this. Getting yelled at for my passion. I got to pick up someone else.
I got to pick up some other hobby. Medicine.
Something easier. Medicine.
Fucking medicine. All right. Well, that about does it for this episode of SpaceShow. So, I don't know what's new with you, dude.
What is new with me?
Dude?
I had 2 tests within the last 7 days. I had to work 2 8-hour shifts within the last 7 days between the 2 tests.
Yeah.
I've gone to 2 breweries within the last 2 days.
Now, are you going to breweries because you're stressed? Because if so, I'd like to talk about these issues that you seem to be having.
No, actually. So, initially, before school started, I had gone to the library to see what their hours were and what their policies with COVID were.
Yeah.
And I was quickly informed, you can't study here.
What?
I'm like, what do you mean?
The library's open, but you can't do anything?
Correct. You can take out books, and you can use their computers if you need it, but they don't have any open area for you to study.
Just to sit there and mind your own business? You can touch all the computers and all the books you want?
Yes. But you cannot study. You cannot get a private room or whatever.
You can't sit in a chair and study.
Okay. So I had to do some research. I'm like, okay, what's like a quiet place around me that I can like chill out in? And a brewery.
Yeah, actually.
So yesterday, I went to a brewery, got 2 beers over the course of like 3 hours, and it's like super low alcohol percentage. I'm buying something so I can stay there because they have Wi-Fi, a nice quiet area. Everything's outside right now because Will County did kick out patrons from like restaurants and bars, and you have to be outside for a little bit, the foreseeable future. But yeah, like yesterday I was just out there, I was reading, I finished most of my homework, and then I had some beers. Today I was with the 3rd member of SpaceShow. Are we still considering him a member? He is, right?
No, he's out. He's out for good.
We hate that guy.
Just like how the Beatles kicked out John Lennon.
Yeah, just like that. But yeah, me and Mickey went out to a brewery right before we came. I actually had a little bit of the beer sleepies when I got home, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to chill out before we record. But I'm good now. And let me tell you, I had some fantastic beers.
Yeah, what'd you have? Can you remember them? I'm going to step away for a second.
What?
I'm going to step away. I'm over here now! Hello?
All right. I don't know what's going on with Danny.
I'm over here now! Hello!
Jesus, What is going on? Hey, what's up?
I told you I was going to step away for a sec. You made me look like an idiot. Keep talking!
Oh, okay. I'll describe the beers. So I had one of them was called like Summer Stand Shandy or something. It's basically just a sweeter version of a summer shandy with less alcohol, and it was very good to study with. It's just a nice taste beer. I'm out here reading about professionalism. Oh God, my Siri's going off. I never even hit it. I don't think I have that even on. Government's listening. It was very good.
Like,
Read a bunch about professionalism in nursing, and I'm just sipping on a beer outside at night.
What kind of beers do you prefer? Like, do you have a defined palate yet?
I like to just read what it gets made with. I can tell you what I don't like. Stouts.
Do you like sour beers?
They're just, I could take them or leave them. I tasted one today, and it's not that I don't like them, but it's not my first choice.
Sure. Now, what were you saying about stouts? I cut you off.
Just that. Am I coming through your speakers? I can hear myself.
I think you're coming through my headphones so clearly that you can hear it in the mic.
All right.
Or is it like a big echo? Good echo.
No, it's just like, it's kind of there. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
I can't because I can't see it on the waves, but whatever.
Okay. So stouts, I just think they're too heavy in my opinion. Like It's just so dark, heavy, and the taste is. Mickey always insists this one tastes like coffee. This one's chocolate. I drink it. I'm like, no, that just tastes like a beer. That tastes like a very dark and heavy beer. The only time I will enjoy them. The only kind I enjoy is Guinness, but that's with a car bomb. Is that insensitive to say?
No, I don't think so. But to be clear, an Irish car bomb, is Guinness and what's the shot?
Jameson.
Yeah, Jameson. And isn't a car bomb is a type of like that's how you order it. That's not just the name of this cocktail, right? A bomb is when you have a pint glass and you drop a shot glass into it, right?
Correct. The pint is filled up halfway with one drink, and then you drop the shot glass into it, and it mixes, and you chug it. With car bomb, when you put the Jameson in the Guinness, it starts to curdle up like cheese. So if you don't drink it fast enough, it just is. It's a solid.
Yeah. Those shots are a little always questionable, but Jameson and Guinness is one I'm good for. Another bomb that I'm a big fan of is the Lunchbox bomb, or whatever that is.
Those are very good. Isn't that basically just tastes like Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, something like that. They're like the bombs all taste like something similar. Like, doesn't the Jaeger and Guinness taste like
Jaeger and Guinness?
Or not Jaeger and Guinness. Jameson and Guinness. How would you describe that taste? It's like kind of chocolatey almost.
Yeah, I was gonna say like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Like when someone told me that, I looked at them and said, "I don't believe you." And then I tried it and I'm like, "Oh, this is like really good."
Yeah. Alcohol.
Also, we are both of the age of 21 or older. Do not drink underage or irresponsibly.
Well, we'll say don't drink irresponsibly. If I'm along the line of thinking that if you can go sign up and die for your country at the age of 18, you should be able to go and have a drink as well. So
I do agree that if you can do certain things that you should be able to do others. but I do believe that dying for your country and voting should be left for older people.
Exactly.
And cigarettes.
Why does
I said cigarettes, and Siri's like, "Oh, you said cigarettes? Shut up, Siri! Don't listen to me."
It's like ordering cigarettes for you now.
Dying for your country, order up. Yeah, I don't think that, like, if you can buy cigarettes and, like, go to war at 18, I don't think you're old enough to decide that.
Well, you can't buy cigarettes at 18 anymore.
That's true. I guess Illinois did change it, or at least Chicago. Is it the whole state?
Oh, it actually might just be a Cook County thing, or maybe state. It's definitely not a countrywide thing, but yeah, that's the thing in Illinois. And if you listen to us and you're from out of Illinois, shout out to the one Germany.
Our analytics, like our viewership, we're getting a lot of different states.
For real? Like,
yeah, you want me to look it up real quick?
Yeah.
All right, vamp for a second.
All right. I'm gonna go back to alcohol talk for a minute. Do you there's some like combos, like cocktails, like, you know, being in college, you go to a big party school, you try a lot of different combinations of things, and some things work out and some things don't. What have you found to be like really good and really bad? Because honestly, in my experience, Jameson and Arnold Palmer, or Jameson and iced tea, and lemonade, how does that sound to you?
Not very good, if I'm going to be honest. Just because, like, Jameson's a cream. Like, isn't that a coffee liqueur? No,
you're thinking Jameson's,
I'm thinking of Bailey's.
Scotch. Jameson's Scotch. Yeah, Bailey's is the cream liqueur.
Oh, Car Bomb's Bailey's and Guinness. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's why Jameson didn't sound right, but I was going to believe you because you're the alcoholic.
No, Bailey's is the cream. Yeah, okay, my bad. For all our alcoholics out there, I apologize.
Mickey's losing his mind if he's listening to this episode. But, so yeah, Jameson is a Scotch. And Jameson and lemonade, how does that sound to you? Now that you know what Jameson is.
Yeah, it depends on the ratio. Mm-hmm. Like, I could see it being very good, but at some point, I think there's going to be too much Jameson, and that could be a very fine line.
Well, that's just any cocktail, but, like, have you had straight Jameson before?
Maybe once or twice. Not something that I remember.
It's not a great like, you have to be I think above 65 years old to really enjoy it on its own. But so yeah, my buddy brought this flask of Jameson to a party, and he was like, I fucking can't stand how this tastes by itself, like just taking shots of it, like it literally just makes you want to throw up, honestly, me at least. And so we're like trying to figure out different things to mix it with, and Jameson and lemonade tastes, I shit you not, exactly like an Arnold Palmer. For some reason, I can't explain it. Like, I really don't know why, or the physics of it all, the chemistry. But yeah, that's like hands down one of the most surprising ones I've ever had. And the really disappointing one that I thought was gonna be really good, tequila and Arnold Palmer.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
Apparently, I mean, this is a rookie mistake for me, but tequila, you just can't fucking mix anything that unless it's supposed to be mixed with, because tequila is just flavor you just can't get rid of otherwise. You can't hide it.
People have pretty much just figured out what to put tequila with, and unless it's like on a menu that you can order, you probably shouldn't mix it with anything.
Yeah, this is good to know now. But hey, that being said, really good also is what is it? Fucking Bacardi Limon, which I can't remember what Bacardi is. It's rum, isn't it? Bacardi Limon.
I have no clue.
And 7-Up, Diet 7-Up specifically. It's so good.
Party school, I just kind of drink with friends at a bar, at least when COVID wasn't around.
Yeah.
I had like kind of my set order. It would be like maybe a couple Blue Moons, Long Island iced tea, which those are very dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like nothing but alcohol and a splash of soda.
And it tastes good.
Like soda. It tastes so good. I don't get it.
For some reason,
everything separately tastes horrible. But once you like mix rum and tequila, it's like, oh, cool. This is just like a cool drink.
Terrible.
Vodka lemonades, depends on the mood. Lemon drop shots.
Orange vodka.
Orange vodka. What was the Splenda whiskey?
When it tastes like Scotchka? Tastes like Splenda.
Scotchka.
Like Scotch. Yeah.
Call
it a one of everything.
I pretty much stick to like my same orders. I really don't venture out too much with like hard liquor. I'll venture with like beer and maybe like seltzers and stuff, but hard liquor, I'm just kind of like, okay, I know what I like. I'm not gonna mess with it.
Yeah, but I mean,
want to hear about our analytics?
Oh yeah, let's hear about that.
Yeah, I pulled them up. It says in total, this is just audio. This is only from like Apple and Spotify and like other platforms, not YouTube.
Not YouTube. Okay.
It says total plays. We have almost 360.
That's pretty good. Pretty happy.
That's not bad at all. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Not surprisingly, geographically, our biggest audience is the United States with 94%.
94. We're coming down. International.
Mm-hmm.
Q Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. World. On the next episode, Pitbull. Take a guess. What other regions do you think listen?
So regions. So like Midwest?
No. Like, I guess countries.
Oh. What? Europe, I feel like, is a safe bet.
Mm-hmm. That's a continent.
Well, region is pretty non-specific, sir, if you want to get into
I said
semantics.
country.
Okay. Let's see. Something, let's see. Norway.
A couple of these you would not guess.
Scandinavian countries. Germany. Let's see is he still on there?
Yeah, Germany's on here.
There. Nice.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Thuringia.
Ireland? What?
Yes, Ireland.
Wait, what was that first one?
That was a place in Germany.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like I've never heard of that country.
Okay, so Ireland comes in at 4%, and the rest of them come in at less than 1%, with Germany, the Netherlands, Finland, and South Africa.
We're Mr. Worldwide.
We are worldwide.
With 3 different continents. Hey, that's pretty big.
Hey, this is the space show. We're international. We're galactic.
We should get a GoFundMe to set up so we can take a trip to Antarctica and record an episode there, just so that we can say.
Let's go on a tour, but like the most inconvenient places.
Yeah. Like
Madagascar.
You ever hear anything good about like Guam? It's like the only thing I know about Guam is that people involved with the Navy have stories from Guam. All of them have stories from Guam involving.
What's that one like island where we don't know anything about the people because they just murder everyone that tries to get close?
Oh, there's a few islands like that.
Well, we're gonna be at all of them.
Yeah, we're gonna have those people on SpaceShow telling us about their trials and tribulations of uncivilized life.
Do you want to guess states, or do you want me to just tell you the states from the United States?
I feel like I can guess some states.
Okay.
Michigan or Ohio.
Both of them are on there. Ohio with 12% and Michigan with 7%.
Yeah. Legends fam representing up there in Michigan. And okay, let's see other states. Probably not out in California. We're not that cool yet.
We do have California, 2%.
Really?
Yeah.
We're like milk. 2%? You have to laugh. Yep.
We got that whole milk.
No, that's not 2%. That's different. Whole milk is different from 2% milk.
We got that low fat.
That's also different. 2% is its
almond
own
butter.
Okay, what other states are there?
Washington with 15%.
15% in Washington?
Yep. Tejas, Texas with 3%. Nebraska with 2%. Oregon with 2%. Missouri with less than 1%, and Virginia with less than 1%.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know anybody in Texas except for like 2 people, and same thing for Seattle. Like I don't know anybody there, or Washington, I mean.
Spotify with 46% of our viewership. Apple Podcast with 28%. Mm-hmm. Bullhorn with 2%. I've never heard of Bullhorn. I guess we're on there. And then other just has 24%.
I guess we're on there. Is other count as YouTube, or what is that?
I don't know what other is.
Like their own podcast listening things?
Yeah, because the company we go through to distribute the podcast like automatically throws it up to different platforms for us. All I have to do is submit it to only Apple, so we could be on there. Mm-hmm. But the rest of them, like, they just do it for us.
Yeah.
So I don't know where. All right. Yeah. What percentage of our listeners do you think are male?
89.
87. Very close.
Yeah!
13% are female. 1% is non-specific.
Nice. Got all the categories.
Mm-hmm. And for some
reason... got the whole spectrum right there.
In our age viewership, you got 0 to 17, 18 to 22, 23 to 27, 28 to 34. 35 to 44-year-olds don't listen to us, but it picks back up at 45 to 59.
Tell your resident midlife crisis friends to listen to Space Show.
Tell them to lose the Mustangs. Just tell them, like, hey, throw some money towards these guys.
Tell them to relive their glory days by hearing some 20-somethings talk about nothing.
We're like Seinfeld. It's a show about nothing.
Really. People are like, what do you guys talk about? And it's like, I don't really know. Kind of forget, like, after we record.
Probably this at this point.
Whatever's kind of going on, really. You know, non-specific.
That's the beauty of it.
You can't offend people if you don't have guidelines.
That's the South Park motto.
Exactly. Who's ever gotten offended watching South Park?
Not I.
Dude, actually, fun fact. When I was just in Denver, I passed through the town that is South Park.
Really?
The real South Park. Yeah, I forget what the name of it is, but there's the town that South Park is based off of is like a real town in Colorado.
So did you go to Casa Bonita?
No, but I was looking for it. I really was. That's like one of the few things I know out of the show, but there was also like just stuff from the show like all over the town, like the gang, just like their pictures everywhere. I guess
really?
It's a tourist trap. Yeah.
I would totally hype it too. I'd be like, okay, we're gonna make our money. Give me a Cartman shirt.
Yeah.
A grave for Kenny.
We should get a town that Space Show is based off of, so that way we can have a whole town advertising our show.
We have one, the ISS.
What?
Can you imagine our logo on the International Space Station?
No, nobody would be able to see it. That's terrible. That's terrible advertising. Horrible branding.
The moon.
Nobody'd be able to see it unless it's the entire moon.
Yeah. Just on the light side of the moon, not the dark half.
You didn't tell me that. Is this in the budget?
Quick question. Does the moon rotate?
No.
It doesn't.
Nope. It's
like the Earth rotates. The moon, like the light side is always the light side.
Yeah. It's gravitationally locked with us, like in our space. It's fun fact.
I don't think that's real.
Okay, you can look it up, but also the moon technically is a satellite, because the word satellite means anything like orbiting around the planet. I'm pretty sure, loosely. Okay. But yeah, the moon is a satellite. I mean, and did you know that Jupiter is the fourth brightest object in the sky?
Isn't it the fifth?
No, it's actually the fourth right now.
Damn
it. Venus is invisible.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yep.
Bro, I heard this crazy fact the other day that when George Washington was alive, they weren't aware of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like, they just hadn't found bones yet. Do you know how crazy that is?
Why do you think people thought giants were real? Like, before they could explain what the fuck dinosaurs were, they found giant bones. They're like, holy shit, giant people! That
actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Huh. I never considered it that way.
I know, bro. It's crazy to think about what it would have been like growing up in a different time period, just like not knowing the common things that we know today, like that the Earth is not in the center of our fucking universe.
Yeah, like, imagine being there for all these discoveries.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, being with that Fig Newton guy, like, imagine
Fig
a day. Just
who names their kid
Fig guy?
Who names their kid Fig?
Like, just some of the smartest people. Like, what is going through your mind to figure out all this stuff?
I don't know. Some people in history are just, like, gifted in that sense. They just all they do is figure things out. And, like, even, like, the people who do that and don't make any discoveries, like, it's just, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. So I just completely lost where I was going in that sentence.
Nah, you're good. That's fine.
But yeah. Did you know that Thomas Edison was actually a terrible person?
Really?
Have you heard about this?
The guy that created the bifocal?
The guy that created a lot of things? Yeah, so do you know about, Nikola Tesla? You know him?
Yeah, he makes really cool cars.
Yeah, well, he was actually a student of Edison. And
Really?
people said that he was one of those like just genius people, knew everything, could figure out anything. And Edison apparently was a person who was very like about his image, very self-conscious, and wanted to be the best because, you know, he had done great things for the world and wanted to be known as this person who had done great things for the world. He just wanted to keep being the best. And so he didn't like that his student was better than him. And I think this is like he would favor other students over Tesla. So Tesla left and made his own, started his own company, like inventing his own things. And so this is when the mainstream thing was direct current in electricity. And that's, you know, you're just a constant stream of electricity. Whereas what we use today, alternating current, you know, that's instead of it being direct, it's flipping on and off constantly. So the lights around us are actually flipping on and off. It's so fast we just can't even see it. So Edison came up with direct current, the old-fashioned one. Nikola Tesla, his student, came up with the better version, alternating current, the one we still use today. Show you how fucking ahead of his time he was.
I'm going back to the old way. I'm with Edison on this one.
No. So at the time, alternating, like, it was a big debate between the two. Like, people didn't know anything about electricity. And so Edison, to make his method of electricity seem better, he would kill animals, like, in live displays and say that he killed them using alternating current to make it seem like, wow, alternating current is very dangerous and you shouldn't use it. And he just did, like, awful stuff like that. He killed elephants, like, with it.
What?
And,
that's kind of messed up.
It's really fucked up. And just among the other terrible things he did, like, I can't even remember. But, yeah, Thomas Edison, kind of a prick. Part of growing up, I think, is discovering who actually in history is cool and who's not. Apparently Gandhi was a bad guy.
No, that's going on a shirt. Thomas Edison, kind of a prick.
Apparently Gandhi was a prick too.
Really?
I'm gonna
the guy that didn't eat?
Yeah, the guy who just starved himself, and apparently it worked. I'm gonna type into Google, why is Gandhi a bad person? I think somebody said
that's why he's a prick.
Yeah, he was racist.
Really?
White people there should be the predominating race in South Africa, he wrote in 1903. Oh. Yeah, so...
Some might consider him a forward thinker nowadays.
Dude had no drip at all. He owned like 6 things. Okay, listen to this. This is fucking weird. However, he outgrew his racism quite decisively, and for most of his life as a public figure, he was an anti-racist talking for an end to discrimination of all kinds. So, on that front, he kind of made amends. But on this front... Gandhi championed women in politics. He was also obsessed with his own celibacy. In his late 70s, before he died at 78, he slept naked with his grandniece when she was in her late teens. He wanted to test his willpower to abstain from sex.
It's kind of messed up, man.
That's really fucked up. Like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I granted, like, a little bit different time, but it was only 100 years ago, and I don't think that was the norm back then.
I don't think that was cool.
I don't think that was
like, yo, your grandniece? Nice.
Sleep with her naked, test your willpower a little bit? That's
dude, kosher. I did that last week. What took you so long?
Bro, I've been doing that forever. What are you doing? Alright, that's terrible. It's just awful. So yeah, I think that's a part of growing up.
What, learning to...
No, not learning to test your willpower. Not sleeping naked with your great uncle. That's for sure.
Got it, okay.
Part of growing up... Actually, coming up, we just talked about this. Are you asking me, like, legitimately, or for the show? I
mean, yes. Like, what day, I'm asking. I know you're coming up for
okay, so
26th.
I'll explain it to you. My sister's coming home from Colorado, actually. Next week on like Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll be coming back home.
She's just visiting, right?
Yeah, she's not like moving back home or by any means, but she is just So I'll be back Thursday, I believe.
Okay. Cool.
Because they're coming down to pick me up. I'm not driving home.
Got it. Me, you, and Mickey should record together.
Yeah, I could probably do Friday night.
I'd be down for Friday. We just have to get Big guy over there.
Big guy, yeah. I mean, it's up to him. If you're listening to this, piece of shit, you better
guys
fucking
heard
be
it
there.
here first. It is all on Mickey to get the next episode to be all three of us. Maybe the next 2 episodes, because we might get excited and record a little bit.
Yeah, honestly. I have not spoken to Mickey in a little bit, actually. So I feel like we have a lot to catch up on.
Lucky you.
Actually, how much could be happening in his life? He works full-time, goes home, drinks beer, like, I don't know.
Sounds like he's living the life, except for the working part.
Sounds like he's not going to have any stories to tell, like Chili Bowl Mullet Man. That's for damn sure.
Not everyone can come in with a banger story like that.
That's for damn sure. Oh! Speaking of banger stories, the thing I wanted to tell you about before we started, but then I was just like, fuck it, I'll just say it on the potty. It's this big house I'm living in. We actually are getting a dog.
Really?
Yeah, and I think she might be here tomorrow. Actually.
Badass. What are you guys naming it?
Well, it's a rescue, so we might just use the old name. It's like an old dog. I think.
No, you got to change it so you can confuse it.
I think on the little info sheet that got sent, her name was Ellie, and she's 11. A little golden Labrador. Yeah, she's pretty. But we got a lot of stairs here, so we'll see how that goes.
So what's the difference between so fostering it, like you're just holding onto it until someone else adopts it, right?
I think this is our dog. Like we're adopting.
Oh, you guys are adopting it.
Adopting this elderly dog, yeah.
Oh, nice. And
I thought that's a fostered mean, but come to think of it, that's incorrect.
So like who on breaks or after school or whatever, who takes it home? Whose dog is it? Or does it stay with the house until someone else moves in?
That I'm not sure whether is to be decided because she's so old, she might be dying in our care. So who's really to say?
You guys think that this dog is gonna die within a couple months?
No, but as terrible as it is to say, she's 11 and dogs don't live terribly long, especially bigger dogs, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah, just trying to make her comfortable and give her a nice place because she said, I'm pretty sure the person we were gonna get a different dog, but he's a little bit younger, and the person who we were adopting from was like, I have this other dog. She's a little bit older, and she might not get taken to a home. And she's like, I'd be able to I'd be able to adopt the other dog, like, because he's younger, but who wants a very old elderly dog, you know? So we're like, we'll take it.
That's nice of you guys. That'll be cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty not a bad deal because this is a PSA. Go adopt elderly dogs because if you do it through certain companies, they'll pay for any vet bills or stuff. Because the other dog we were gonna get, he was 7, and he wasn't neutered, and we were gonna have to neuter him at 7 years old. And
that's rough.
Yeah, and also as a bunch of college students, we don't have that type of money. So the company that we were adopting through apparently just pays for everything, I guess.
Nice.
Not the food and all the other stuff, but vet stuff and things like that.
I'm out here learning stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this might be something that I might look into later down the road if I want a dog. I'm in a place where I can have a dog for a little bit. I might get an elderly dog. Do something nice for the old doggos out there.
Mm-hmm.
Or elderly cat, who knows? Adopt elderly animals.
How are your cats? They vibing?
Haven't seen them in a while. Speaking of elderly cats, Ginger's birthday, actually. I'm pretty sure either just happened or is coming up. We're not really sure when her birthday is, but we think mid-September. So yeah, Ginger, first cat I ever had. She's 17 years old now.
17, really?
And honestly, I feel like she's doing really well now, health-wise. She was not doing well a few years ago. When she was younger, 10 to maybe 13, she would be constantly getting UTIs and other just other health-related things. And she was overweight all her life. We got her down to a healthier weight now. She's a skinny little girl because she's elderly now. But yeah, she's probably could be diabetic. Doesn't seem to have any symptoms though. And I honestly thought we would lose her a while ago just because of how unhealthy she seems to have been. But she seems to be doing very well.
She's kicking. She doesn't look a day over 7.
That's not true. She looks like an elderly cat, but she rocks that shit. She's beautiful. I love her. And Pepper, my baby girl, is probably about 13 now. 12, 13. They're just the sweetest little things. Very, very, honestly, like the best behaved cats. And very, very nice with people. Like, cats will usually can really be mean to, like, especially
they smack pretty hard. Every time I've walked in, they're very welcoming cats.
They smack pretty hard.
Those cats smack.
Yeah. Well, thanks, dude. I take that to heart.
Those cats hit.
I love cats. Cats are my favorite animal. That's the fun fact of the episode.
Fun fact of the episode. Use discount code. Cats are my favorite.
I honestly think, like, these cats, like, they could probably take down any small dog. Like, Biggie, like, dude,
Biggie's
Pepper could sit on Biggie and just count him out, like, he's out. But that being said, do you know Ginger used to be 20 pounds? 20-pound cat.
Really? How much does she weigh now?
Nowhere near that. Like I said, I don't know. We haven't taken her to the vet in a minute. They just hate car rides. We don't take them to the vet unless they absolutely need to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really excited to see them in T-minus like a week and a half.
I'm excited for the next in-person episode of SpaceShow.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Very fun.
Maybe we can get the cats on there.
Why does Siri keep going off? No one invited you.
Yeah. All right, next week on SpaceShow, Siri.
We're just going to type out our answers, and it's just going to be Siri's talking back and forth.
Actually,
oh my god, I said it again, so it went off. I need to turn off Hey Siri.
Next week on SpaceShow, we're actually going to have Stephen Hawking as a guest.
Post-mortem.
Yeah, and it's just going to be Danny Mac typing into his voice generator.
After Stephen Hawking died, I heard that he was cremated. Some of his ashes were buried between two philosophers, two very important people. I forgot exactly who, but notable people.
Yeah, one of them was that Fig guy.
Yeah, the guy that created figs. But then they took a voice recording of his from a speech and shot it into space, projected it.
That's
actually really cool.
I really like when they do stuff like that. That's not the first time they've done shot a sound through space. Voyager, the Voyager probes.
I think
you heard of them? Yeah, basically their whole mission 1 and 2 is they're just sending them out of the solar system. They're the only man-made things that are leaving the solar system on our own accord that we've sent to leave the solar system. So I think Voyager 1 is actually past Pluto now.
Oh wow!
Which is crazy to think about. But on these probes, they have gold discs, record players that are made out of like vinyl discs that are made out of gold, playing a bunch of different languages, saying different greetings, to if anybody's out there, and playing different music from around the world. Elvis is on there. Fire. Yeah, and it's just constantly playing on loop. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. It's just out there in the middle of nowhere, just playing shit. It blows my mind.
Is Pluto considered a planet again, or no?
No.
Where are we on Pluto?
It's a dwarf planet, so it's not one of the big 8.
Back in my day, Pluto was a planet.
There's I think the reason they can't define Pluto as a planet, even though they have been, is because there's a planet further out than Pluto that better fits the criteria of a planet, but they don't call it a planet for some reason. And because they don't call that one a planet.
It's not Pluto.
Oh, you're right.
Pluto's here to stay.
Pluto is underrated. I'll give it that. That's all I'll say about it.
Pluto smacks.
Pluto only kind of smacks. No, it smacks? Saturn.
All right, I feel that.
Hey, have you listened to The Sounds of the Planets?
The Sounds of the Planets?
Do you know what that is?
Not at all. Is it what?
We should have talked about this with Danny Mac. He'd be geeking out right now.
What their surfaces sound like?
It's not exactly. So it's kind of hard to explain. Let me see if I remember it correctly. What I pick it up as is we're just the planets and every celestial body in space emits frequencies that we can't hear, radio, other frequencies that I'm blanking on. But radio is the one that they were using to get these planet sounds. And so they just recorded these radio frequencies coming from planets, all of them, and then they turned it into real sounds that we can hear. I don't know the process or how they did it, but some of them are very they're scary. Like, yeah, like the I don't know, it's very eerie, just like some of the sounds that come from the planets. Oh, also in planet news, do you see the stuff about Venus?
Oh, possible life.
Possible life, yeah. Do you know about that?
Yeah, something like there's something that they found that is only like emitted from bacteria.
Kind of.
And if it's bacteria, then that means that there is life on that planet. That's my understanding of it.
So kind of what you pretty much have the premise right. It's like they're reading a certain part of the atmosphere that has actually been known to be possibly habitable, like comfortable for humans to live in. Like it would be possible. Okay. Like just in terms of the temperature, pressure, but the problem is the air up there is acidic, so we wouldn't really be able to live there. But it seems habitable for life, is what we're saying. And there's life forms on Earth that live in crazier environments than that. So like in terms of pressure, heat, like the I can't remember the name of the archaea that live in the thermal vents in the ocean, like those are way more not advanced because they're technically not as evolved, but they're just way more extreme than what it would take to live in this part of the atmosphere of Venus. So to say that there's life there is not really out of the realm of possibility, and so they're taking readings from the atmosphere of the gases that are there, and they see stuff that they can't explain. And because they can't explain, one of the explanations that it could be means that this gas is being produced by life, because that's the only way we know it to be produced on Earth. So it's basically a clue that could mean there's life producing this gas. I think most likely,
there, man.
It's statistically improbable for there to not be some sort of other life form in the entire universe. Now, whether that life form is intelligent, that's probably not as probable. But I'm thinking there's probably some sort of just like amoebas, some sort of small little life form on Venus. I mean, like, why is that so crazy to think? that they found water on Mars, like evidence of liquid water, and where there's water, I mean, like, you have a water planet. Look what happens.
Yeah.
This and to say that there's not another planet somewhere in the universe amongst all the other stars that you see in the sky that isn't just covered in the tiniest amount of water, like, that's, I don't know, that's improbable to say.
Yeah.
Not impossible.
I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the space part of SpaceShow.
And we're like pushing an hour. I think we gotta wrap up there.
I think we gotta go.
You want to bring us out?
I'll think about it. Nah.
All right, then I guess I'll do it. Well, thank you for listening to another week. Another week gone by. Another bunch of stories that you decided to listen to. Hopefully next week we got Mick, and we got in-person people, and not remote.
At the very least, you'll have me and you, because we'll record at some point if we don't get Mick.
This is always a promise, except for that week where it wasn't.
Your satisfaction is our guarantee, because we guarantee your satisfaction.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for all the support, guys. But, we're selfish. So please don't stop. Keep showing it. Tell your friends, tell your grandmas, tell your grandpas, literally, just please, if you're in South Africa right now and you're not telling anybody about SpaceShow, what are you doing?
Tell your great uncles, your great nieces.
If you're the 3 people I know in Seattle, and you're not telling all the people on the street about all the people inside that little country that they've segregated themselves, inside of Seattle. If you're not telling everybody on the street inside that country about SpaceShow, what are you doing? You're doing us a disservice, and you're doing yourself a disservice because you feed into us. Right?
Be sure to let your local chili bowl mullet man know.
Yeah. If you got one of those. Some of us don't have that luxury.
All right. Bye.
Bye.